Now, if you ask me about that, I really don't understand what the fuss is about. Because, this is about respecting and celebrating all of the traditions. And what a wonderful station it is. I visited a month and a half ago. Absolutely spectacular.
So are you on the page of you can't understand why they weren't there in the first place then as well?
Well, look, I just think there are so many more important things. And you alluded to some of them. We've discussed some of them in the course of our conversation. Than having an argument about signs. I mean, come on.
Well, those comments have been criticised by the TUV, who say that Hilary Benn needs to educate himself. It's Belfast councillor Ron McDowell who's with us now this morning, as is former SDLP Special Advisor Brendan Mulgrew. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Brendan. Good morning, Holly. Hi.
Morning. Ron, I'll start with you. So you're not happy with Mr Benn's comments. Explain why.
Well, I actually don't believe Mr Benn's comments to say that he doesn't understand what all the fuss is about. That he can live in Northern Ireland and not understand the concerns or the arguments of unionists that have been laid out for years on these issues, that he can share a political chamber with Jim Allister and not understand what all the fuss is about. I don't believe that for a moment. What he's trying to do is support the Stormont executive. He's burying his head in the sand. If he expects us to believe that he doesn't understand what all the fuss is about, then he's barking up the wrong tree. And he's right. And if you break down what he said there are many more important things than having an argument about signs. So the signs came from the infrastructure minister, who spent £150,000 on these signs in a transport hub, when we've got ducks swimming about in potholes, when we've got those cancer waiting lists. And the priority for infrastructure minister is Irish language signs. Now, Mr Benn has said a few things. He said that this was all about respecting and celebrating all of the traditions. Well, this doesn't celebrate and respect all of the traditions. This is for one tradition, and the tradition of the people of Sandy Row is a tradition of Ulster British heritage and culture. Now, Brennan can diminish the numbers that turned up to protest, but the numbers were comparable with the protest that happened a year ago in the station in favour of Irish language. It was a comparable number. So he can't diminish the concerns, and that's what has got us into the position that we're in now. People are brushing away the concerns of people in these areas, the failure to address the identity rights of the unionists, of the Ulster British people in Sandy Row. And you're not listening. Hilary Benn isn't listening. Brendan isn't listening. And that's why we're in the position we're in today. Okay. It's a heritage and cultural item. It is a part of my heritage and it is a part of my culture. But it's not the main part. I've spoken before about a little museum that I would run in Clifton Street, and one of the past Grand Masters of the Belfast Orange Order was Rutledge Kane, a founding member of the Belfast Gaelic League and a founding member of the Dublin Gaelic League, brought about to preserve the heritage and history of the Irish language. But what we see today is an abuse of the Irish language. It's being politicised as a weapon. It's being forced into communities where it's not wanted, where people have a right to self-identity. Now, Hilary Benn's comments, he has been open and he has been honest. And one of the things that one of the points that he made in his interview that I took out of it was when he mentioned the non-existent border. And I think that's a failing of Labour right across the board at the minute, which is seeing an increase in the votes for reform, and reform now outpolling Labour, is that Labour aren't representing their own citizens. And in this case, Hilary Benn has made a decision to fall down in this argument on the side of nationalism, not on the side of the Irish language, on the side of nationalism.
Because you want him to refer to a border?
No, because he has to respect that Northern Ireland is an integral component of the United Kingdom, and there is a border. The border exists. But he has also come down in this argument saying he doesn't understand the fuss. So what he's saying is he's diminishing and brushing away unionist concerns, the Ulster British identity of the people of Sandy Row, their self-identity, not just in TransLink, but right across the province, right across the city. He's saying he doesn't hear them. Well, he's going to hear us, because the TUV are going to hold this line.